Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, don't pretend. Yeah. Don't pretend like you don't know who this is.
Elizabeth.
I want to know why you did the shit that you did to me and Lorne.
Why are you calling me? I already apologized about what
No,
I did to
you know what though? I want to know why you did it. He did nothing to you.
I know. I'm sorry.
And neither did I.
I don't know what to say. Jesus Christ. First of all, I am so fucking sorry. I didn't know that was going to happen with Corey and all that.
Yeah.
Besides
okay,
that,
so you tell him. So you tell him that I'm okay. Yeah. Did you just hear what you just said? So you tell him that I'm having some internet flirtation with somebody, and you didn't know that was going to happen, and then you told Lorne all these lies, and you basically made an asshole out of him. You treated him like a piece of shit.
No. Sorry.
Why would you do that to somebody? Why would you do that to another human being? Is my question.
Well, I did it. I did it to you, and I didn't mean to hurt you, but I don't want competition with Lorne. I love him. I don't know why I do what I do. I just fucking want to know how he's
You're
doing.
sick. Like, why are you doing this for this? Like, why? Why would you do that?
I love him.
If he doesn't want to be with you, he doesn't want to be with you.
I don't know if you've ever had a love for somebody that's just so strong that you would do things that you don't think you would ever do.
No, I wouldn't do any of that. I would never do any of the things
because you're a good person and I'm a bad one, okay? I know, and I am.
So why are you a bad person? Why don't you try to change those things?
I don't know what to do. If I contact Lorne, I don't want to give him any more grief or get him in trouble or get myself in trouble.
Well, you can't contact him because I'm telling you right now, he has a new phone number and I'm not giving it to you.
Well, I'm not going to... Wait a minute. First of all, I haven't tried to call him and I didn't know that he has a new phone number, but how do you know? And how would you be able to give it to me? Are you talking to him again?
Well, what if I am?
He is mine, not fucking yours. Do you fucking understand me?
Okay, yeah, and where did Lorne ever say he wanted to be with you?
He asked me for my pussy pictures and for my titty pictures. And
do you know how messed up he was at the time?
He asked me to masturbate for him on the phone.
And do you know how messed up he was at the time?
I know he's messed up. I messed up too, but if you put us together...
He was not thinking clearly at the time.
We are perfect puzzle pieces. And if you have his number again and you're talking to him, you better not fucking hurt that man. Do you understand me?
You know what? It has nothing to do with me. I'm fine. I'm not trying to hurt him.
Well,
I want to be his friend.
Listen, I don't really care about you. I'm sorry. And I really don't give a shit that Corey and you broke up, Elizabeth, because you know what? There's something wrong with you that you think that Lorne loves you as much as he loves me, because he doesn't. And one day he's going to realize it, and he's going to come to my house and he's going to get on that knee and take that cap off of that beautiful bald head and ask me to marry him. And it's not going to be you.
He's not going to do that. That is not going to happen. I can tell you that right now. He's not going to propose to you.
One day he'll realize what he lost.
He hates you. You know, what's he going to realize?
He might hate me. But there's a part of him that knows how much I love him, and I will treat him better than anybody would treat him. All he had to do was give me a chance. But no, he had to be with you, young, skinny, pretty Ramona. Fuck that shit. Lorne wants a real woman, and I'll be here waiting for him when he comes to his senses.
Lorne is not good. You and Lorne are never going to be together. But that's just not going to happen. I don't know what Lorne is going to do for a relationship. You know, I hope that he gets married and has kids and has a nice house. And I don't know if I'm not supposed to tell you this.
I know all about Lorne. I search him all day long.
I don't know if he would have a problem with me telling you this, But you know what? Frankly, I don't care because it speaks highly of what he's doing. He is going to be building a house soon.
Good.
How about that?
I hope it has a room for me.
And no, it won't. You are not going to be invited to his house. He's never going to be with you. I don't know if he's going to be with me, but I will tell you, he will never be with you. He has expressed this explicitly.
Elizabeth, you just said you're not going to give me his number. So you have his number.
I'm not going to.
I'll give you, please listen, I'll give you $5,000. Just give me his number, please.
I'm not going to give you his
10,
number.
please.
No, I'm not going to give you. Yeah, right. No, I don't care if you offer me $100,000.
Couldn't you use 10
No,
grand?
not even. No.
Stanley got caught with something bad. She got an operation and she did some things she shouldn't have done, and she gave me hush money. I have a bank account. I will, please, just...
I am not going to give you... You know what? If you have that kind of money, then why don't you go and why don't you hire somebody to dial every single number that you can make out of a main zip code, and you find his number that way. Because
I'll give you $20,000 to leave him alone, please. Just don't...
You know what? No, I'm going to be his friend. He needs a friend, and I'm going to be his friend.
God, please don't hurt him, okay?
I'm going to be his friend because what you did to him was wrong.
I know.
And now you're crying.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Why
upset.
are you crying?
I'm so sorry. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt you. I just want him for me, you know. I thought we had something. And he's so fucking beautiful. And I could make him so happy. And you and him fucking loving you and flirting with you all the time. It just fucking burned my ass and I couldn't take it. And haven't you ever been in a bad place?
You doing? Hold on a second, because my phone battery is about, my Bluetooth is about to die. Hang on a second. Hello? You know what? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
He is never going to be with you. I'm telling you that right now.
Why not?
Why would he be with somebody who you devastated him?
I know.
Why would you do that to someone you claim to care about?
I wanted to ruin
That's
it
not
for you
friendship.
guys. I know. I know that you had a fiance, and I knew that it wouldn't work out with you. But I could tell that you had feelings for him, and I know he really loved you. And I couldn't stand it anymore, and I had to fucking do something. I didn't mean to ruin your relationship with Corey. I just wanted Lorne, you know.
Well, you stuck your nose in somebody else's business, and now they got burned because of it.
I know.
I mean, it's more than like that's more than like the "oh, I'm sorry" kind of thing. That's like really messed up.
I'll give you $30,000 just to stop talking to him, please.
No. You can't buy me not being his friend anymore. I'm going to be there for him. He needs somebody who cares about him. He's had fucking siblings who've been in his wallet for, 40 years or however long they was using him. He's had to deal with that bullshit. Now he's had to deal with bullshit with you.
Well, I have your number now. I have your new number. And
this is a new phone. This is not a new number, but I'm glad to see that you didn't have my number before, and now you
deleted
do
your
again.
number.
That makes me feel really good.
I deleted your number after I talked to Corey.
Well, you can delete it again.
I'm not saving it. Please, if you don't treat him well, I will hunt you down. Don't you?
Well, you know what? Now you're making threats.
Goddamn right I am. This is the man I love, and you better not hurt him. Just please, don't hurt him, okay? I'm sorry what I did. Don't. I don't know why you called me. What are you doing this for?
Because Because you know what? You know why I called you?
No. Why?
Because the things that you did after I got to thinking about it, because yes, I am in communication with him, and he is a nice guy.
I
Lorne is
know.
genuinely a nice guy, and the things that you did to him is messed up.
Oh, I know. Don't you think I fucking know that? I can't sleep at night. And I don't want to apologize to him because he's going to think that I'm just going to be fucking lying again. I don't know what to do. Just tell him I'm sorry and I don't want nothing from him. I don't want him to call me. I don't want to call him. I don't want anything. I just don't want him to hate me. Tell him, please forgive me.
He has every right to hate you because of the bullcrap that you did.
Tell him he'll be happier in his life if he forgives me. It's a proven fact.
You realize you realize you could have gotten him sent back to prison for everything that you did?
Didn't you see the post on Facebook? It was Nick fucking Bagler who called, not me. I don't even fucking like him. I don't even fucking know him.
I don't follow the nonsense that you guys did to this man, but I'll tell you one thing. What you guys did to this man is ridiculous, and it's unacceptable. It truly is just unacceptable.
I don't want him
Lorne is a
to
nice
forget.
guy.
I don't want him to forget. I understand if he hates me. If he just forgives me, I don't even want a phone call from him. I just want you to know that I'm begging for his forgiveness. And if you talk to him again, just tell him I'm so sorry. And I only wish him well in his life. And if he ever wants to talk to me, just fucking talk to me, please. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't know why you called me, but I can't handle this anymore. Do you have anything else to say? I have to hang up.
You know what? I do, because I'm not letting you off this easily. No, I'm not letting you off this easily.
Well, go,
because
just fucking say it then, okay? I'm already fucking dead inside. The man I love hates
you know
me.
what? How do you think you made him feel?
I know I made him feel like a piece of shit, okay?
But you did all that. You did all that bullshit. You did all that bullshit after I wouldn't send you his naked pictures.
And I know.
Why would you ask me for those, though? Well, why would you even ask me for that?
I just want to see him.
I already told you I was not sharing that, and I still stand by that. I will never share anything like that.
I have, that's
So
fine.
you go and you try to ruin.
I have
you
all
try
the
to ruin
pictures
a
he
friendship?
sent me of his cock when he was with you and you were Ramona. I can always just look at those. I can always look at the perverted justice pictures of his cock. But you know what? I don't even care about that. I just want to see his beautiful face.
So you know what? I have the pictures of his asshole. So I mean, there we go. So I guess I won.
40, please, 40 grand, and I'll sign a note saying I'll never fucking share it, and you can take me to court. I just want, please, just 30, 40.
I'm not going to lie, that 40 grand is tempting, but no. The answer is no. It's tempting, but there's no way. I'm not going to sell out on a friend for that.
Get on the fucking computer with me. I will open up my bank account and show you. I have that money. I just want you to forgive me, please. I don't even care about the fucking literal asshole pictures.
Like I said, it's tempting, but not going to happen. Not a chance, because I'm not going to sell out on my friend. Not for 40 grand, not for anything. I'm not going to do it.
Fine.
But once in his life, he has somebody in his life who cares about him and who's protecting him.
I care about him.
If you care about him, why can't he trust you?
Because I fucking...
If maybe you did things so that he could...
For Lorne's love.
If you did things so where he could trust you, then maybe we wouldn't have these problems. But you have ruined his trust. I don't know if you're ever going to get his trust back.
I don't want him to trust me. I don't care. It's smarter that he not trust me because of what he's been through. I get that. I don't want to talk to him. I mean, God, I do want to talk to him. But I don't want you to think that I'm trying to get you to arrange a phone call. I don't want a phone call. I don't want contact with him. It's not good for him. I get that. He'll get in trouble. I get that. I just want him to know that I'm very sorry. And I don't know how to tell him because I don't have his fucking number. I don't know what to do. I don't care that he hates me. It's better that he does. But if he knows that I'm truly genuinely sorry and I don't mean him any harm, I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. I don't know why you called me, but just fucking tell me what you have to tell me, because if it's not handling this well at all, let me have it. We'll just be done with it already.
No, you know what though? I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that he can't trust. You were his best friend. That's the thing that gets me. You were his best friend in the whole world. You were right next to his mom. You were his best friend. And the fact that you ruin his trust like that, is really shitty.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Why did you do it? I mean, that's what I don't understand is why you did it.
I just wanted to make it tumultuous for you guys. That way you guys would break up and maybe I could be with him. That's all I wanted. I'm so sorry for what I did. That's why, okay? Now you know why. Can I please go back to my fucked up, lonely, boring life, please?
You can do whatever you want, but I mean, it's just messed up. I don't know how you're going to function in this society, screwing people over like that.
So Lorne's building a house. Does he want a loan for materials or something? I'll give it to him.
A loan from, I don't know what he wants. I don't know if he needs your money. Like he's doing fine. He's gonna be rich.
Okay, I'm glad to hear it. I really am. Thank you.
He's going to be rich, not because of you, but in spite of you. He's going to be rich.
I don't want him not to be. I want him to be wealthy and happy. I do. I just wanted him for me, I just thought we could do it together.
But here's the thing, though. I don't know.
I was part of Cawd's Angels.
Lorne doesn't even know what from you he can even believe. Because did you ever think about that?
No, yes, I know.
So many?
I don't need him to trust me anymore. I just want him to know I'm sorry. And I don't want anything from him. It's all. It's fucking all,
You told so many falsehoods that who knows what's true. I mean, I don't know what's true in the world of you anymore. I don't know. I know he doesn't know what's true. Who knows what can be believed from things that you've said, because you've told so many falsehoods.
Don't you know? Somewhere you can forgive somebody without giving them another chance. That's all I want. I don't want another chance. I just want him to forgive me. In the perfect world, he'd be here in California with me, and we would be together, and that would be the greatest thing ever. But he's too smart for that, and he remembers what I did, and I know that's fine. I don't want him to have a connection with me other than just knowing that I'm sorry. So please just tell him that. And I don't know what else to say. I have a headache and my eyes are all red now, and I don't know if I want to talk anymore, and I just know that I'm sorry, okay? I wanted Lorne. I wanted him so bad. Oh my God, I wanted him so bad. And I fucked up, and I fucked it up, and I ruined your life, or whatever you had with Corey, and I just wanted him for me.
Well, let me ask you this. If you care so much about him, then you'll be willing to answer this question.
Okay.
You ready? What advice would you give to Lorne, since you know how you are? What advice would you give to Lorne so that he makes sure he never ends up with anybody like you or dealing with anybody like you again?
If anybody contacts you, Lorne, I would say only contact them back if they don't want anything from you. I don't know. Fuck. What if somebody wants to fucking help him and support him, and they just want to say, hey, Lorne, you should be open to that and not fucking... God, I don't know. I just love him. I don't want him to get hurt again, but he should not eliminate any sources of love and support either just because of me. So I don't know, check their caller ID and make sure they're not from California. Ask them to send a picture of their ID in case they're hurting. Tell him to video chat with somebody he trusts. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. People should not have to jump through all of those hoops just because you're the way that you are. That's thing one. But thing two, California has a population of, 22 million? And I guarantee you, they're not all like you. California does have a lot of good citizens. It's just that,
if their name is not Lorne Rodriguez and they don't live in Los Angeles, California, then they're not fucking me, okay?
And you have a popular name, so I'm sure there is a Lorne Rodriguez who lives in California who's a decent person and who would never do this kind of stuff to a man who really didn't even do anything to anybody. That's the thing. He didn't do anything to anybody.
You know what he did? He fucking broke my heart because you were his girlfriend and he called me and he was flirty and he wanted pictures, intimate pictures of me and wanted to have an intimate conversation with me. And I figured, you know what? This just proves it. And it still proves it to me in my heart that Lorne wants me no matter what. And I wanted you out of the picture so we could be together, okay? He fucking fucked with my head a little bit and made me think that he cared about me, and I flew off the handle and I'm fucked up in the head, okay? And I'm in love with him and I took a chance and it didn't fucking work. Just like Lorne fell in love with the 13-year-old girl who acted like a woman online and made him fall in love with her, and he took a chance. So that's what Lorne and I have in common. I took a chance and I failed. Lorne took a chance and he failed. We both learned from it. He's very sorry. I'm very sorry. And I just only wish him the best. And I am going to hang up now.
But here's the difference between him taking a chance and you taking a chance. At least his intentions were good. And at least when his thing didn't work out, he didn't go on and try and get revenge. That's the difference.
Well, you want to know something, Elizabeth? You know who the real fucking Sherry Twist was? Do you? I am part of Perverted Justice, and I was Sherry fucking Twist. Lorne fucking Rodriguez. I chatted with that man and fell in love with him. And when he was arrested, I cried. I cried for a week straight because I loved him. I did fall in love with him. He and I were in love. I loved him first. And he loved me first, not you.
But see, that's not right. You're not.
What do you mean it's not right? Fucking email Xavier Von Erck and ask him. We've had a falling out. He will be able to tell you who Sherry Twist was. He'll be able to tell you who hacked into Perverted Justice's records and blamed it on Base Shaman and got all the pictures and all the conversations so everybody could see how fucking sexy this man was. It was never a church of Cawd meant to make fun of him. It was a church of Cawd meant to worship him. And Xavier Von Erck found out about it, that I had deflected and I was in love with Lorne and I could not wait for him to get out of prison. And then I contacted him. All I wanted was Lorne. It's all I want. I messed up and I was misguided and I left all that behind me. And now you're calling me today, grilling me, and I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. I want Lorne to forgive me. He doesn't even have to let me know that he forgives me, but I know it'll make him happier in his life because it's been a proven fact that
I know he is happy
harbor
in
a grudge,
his life.
You're not happy. Well, good. Maybe if he lets go of his anger with me, if he really is that angry with me, then he'll be happier because you know that anger manifests lots of bad feelings and bad energy. And as a true Wiccan, atheist, Perverted Justice, ex-contributor, I fell in love with that man. And I'll tell you what, he sent me a letter and one of those letters had a little hair on it. And I've been doing spells with that hair and he's going to come back to me and he's going to love me. You mark my
No,
words.
he's not. He's not going to love you. He's not going to come back to you. It's just not going to happen. And you're going to have to get used to that.
Well, that's fine. I have not done anything to make it happen except for indirectly. I don't intend on contacting him and hurting him anymore in his life. So maybe you can just not contact me. You're only a fucking memory of mine, of what stood in between me and my own happiness. And
you know what?
Lorne's
What about
read
his
the Constitution. I want him to be happy. Don't you see? That's why I haven't contacted him. That's why I haven't fucking shown up on his doorstep.
You already contacted him because you don't have his number.
I don't need his number. All I need to do is look up his address and go fucking meet up with him if I wanted to, but I don't want to scare him, and I don't want him to have any stress over me. I just want him to love me. And if he's not going to do that, at least please know that I'm so sorry, and that's all I really want from him.
But why do you get off scot-free? You get to do things to ruin this man's life and to stress him out.
I know.
And you get off with an "I'm sorry." That's not fair. That
What
does
do you
not
want me to do?
fair.
I'll send him money. Will that make it better? I don't know what you want me to do. What can I do? I can't fucking call him and tell
Why
him.
are you trying? Why are you trying to buy him off? Why not just be a good person?
Well, how is that going to help him? You just told me about all of his woes that I've caused him in his life, and he has a right to be upset, and I fucking stressed him out. I don't know, when people sue, do they sue for sex? No, they sue for fucking money, because that's what makes you feel better. And if that's what Lorne wants, I'll give him everything that he wants. I don't know what you want from me. What's the whole fucking reason for this call? You stressed me out and you made me feel like a fool and I'm an idiot and everything, just like how I did to Lorne.
Okay. You know what?
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I'm just being honest. I'm pouring my heart out. I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything from him. I'm so sorry. I am just so fucking sorry. What am I gonna, what can I do? What do you want me to turn myself into the police and say, hey, I trolled a pedophile because I was in love with him? I'll do it. You want me to fucking do that?
You know what? No, because everything that would happen if you turned yourself into the police is what's wrong with America. Because they would take your side because you're a girl, and they would not take his side because he's a registered sex offender. And I for one think that, I think that we need to discuss getting rid of the registry, but that's a different topic. But
no, because then I won't be able to fucking see his new picture, please. Every fucking few months they put a new picture of him up. I can't lose that.
How do you know that?
Because I check
How do you know that?
I check it every day, okay? As soon as I get to work and I sit down in my fucking cubicle.
I knew that, but how did you know that?
Because I check
you know
it
what?
every day.
This will make you jealous because I got to choose the color of his shirt for his picture one time.
Why are you doing this to me? What do you want from me? Why are you being so mean?
I got to choose the color of his shirt for his picture.
I'm sorry.
Last year. It was like in the summer. I think it was not the summer, but it was like maybe spring. And I got to choose the color of his shirt. And that's the kind of benefits that you get when you treat someone nice.
I know.
I'm nice to him.
That's why I left him alone.
See, those are the kinds of things. But see, he's a really nice guy. And guess what? Those are the kinds of things that you get when you're nice to someone. You get to choose the color of their shirt. You get to talk to them.
I know. I'm sorry. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what I want? I think I know what I want. I want him to be able to call you and tell you exactly, or I want to call him and I want him to be able to tell you exactly how he feels and about you, and you have to listen. That's what I want. You have to listen to everything. No, because this is what you deserve. You deserve this. Because he should be able to tell you everything that he thinks about you.
And tell me everything.
And you know what? I'm going to call him so that you can't record it or do anything like that. How about that?
Wait, let me get my recorder. Let me go get out. I need to go outside to go get my laptop so I can record it.
No, you're not going to record it.
Okay, fine.
You don't get to record this. But you know what, though?
What?
That's what I want. I want him to be able to tell you exactly what he thinks of you, and you have to listen.
Fine. Whatever, go ahead.
And he gets to say whatever he wants. Because you know why?
Why?
Because you've ruined this man's life, so he gets to say some things to you. And he gets to let out his frustrations for all the bullshit that you've done. I'm on his side.
I know. Okay. Fine.
Lorne, why don't you want to talk to him?
I don't even want her to hear my voice. I don't want anything to do with her, period.
Well, I let her have it. I don't know if you heard all of that or anything.
I heard all of it. I heard everything. Even when you said Lorne. That's when I hung up. I was sending you a text message. I'm not going to talk to her.
That's fine.
I don't want to talk to her. I don't want anything to do with her.
That's fine. I just wanted an opportunity.
Get the shit off me that she has about me on the internet. Till I get it off the internet. Leave me the fuck alone. Go live her own fucking life. I don't want anything to do with her.
In all honesty...
In all honesty, she don't deserve another chance. I ain't giving it to her. I've already given her enough chances. She's fucked it all up.
No, I was going to say, in all honesty, I was prepared to curse her out, but she didn't. She started crying, so...
No, I know. I heard her boo-hoo crap. I don't believe any of her crap.
It's kind of hard for me to curse out someone who's crying, even if it is her, so I didn't curse her out, but...
She's putting on a show.
Well, I just want you to know I was prepared to curse her out. I was going to say some really mean things, but she was really upset, so...
Well, go ahead and say them. I don't care if she's upset or not. She didn't give a fuck about how I felt.
Well, you know what? Hey,
I don't give a fuck about how she feels.
You know what? I don't know, you're tougher than me, but I still said what I felt. And I think it's wrong that she did what she did to you.
I know. I heard everything you said.
I didn't know if you had, like, fallen asleep or anything, but
I wasn't falling asleep. I was listening.
You heard all that?
I started laughing when she started crying.
Oh, my gosh.
It was all a fucking show. That's all she's doing is a show.
I didn't know you heard all that.
I was on the phone. How could I not hear it?
I honestly, because I didn't know I was going to talk to her for so long, I honestly thought that you probably dozed off or something.
Well, you can go ahead and get on the phone with her and tell her what I said. I don't want anything to do with her again. Get her shit about me off the internet. Forget about me. Tell her I don't exist. Pretend like she's never fucking talked to me. Whatever.
Would you like me to call her back?
Tell her don't ever try to contact me.
Would you like me to call her back?
She's supposed to be on the other line, isn't she?
No, I hung up with her.
Oh, well, that's up to you if you want to call her back or not. I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to tell her how I feel about her. She already knows. It's obvious. She should already know. If she has any type of brain, then after the bullshit that she's pulled, she should already know how I feel. I mean, you came right out and told her that I don't want anything to do with her.
I don't know if she believes me, but I told her.
Well, she needs to.
I told her what you know, and the kind of stuff that you said. So, I mean...
I don't even want to hear her voice. Her fucking voice goes to me out now. They're fucking pretend balling. That's all she's doing, pretending I actually think she's a member of Perverted Justice is what I think. Doesn't surprise me a bit. It wouldn't surprise me a bit, considering that's what they do. They try to harass people. They've already got lawsuits against them. I already know. I've already read them. I've actually printed some of them out.
Well,
So as innocent as she tries to make herself sound, and how she's so in love with me, well, you don't do that with people you're in love with. She can't be that much of a fucking fruitcake.
So you're asking me, I don't know why she did what she did.
I know, because she's fucking weird. She's like Xavier Von Erck or AKA Xavier Von Erck. Or, well, no, I just said that tonight. Xavier Von Erck, AKA Philippede.
Who?
Philippede.
Philippine.
Hyde. Eid or Hyde, however the hell you pronounce his name. The one that was in charge of perverted justice. The freak that thinks he's hot shit.
Well, like I said, I'm going to follow your lead because I trust you and because I think you know best. If you don't forgive her, I won't. If you forgive her, I will.
I ain't forgiving her.
Like I said, I'm just doing what you want me to do. Whatever you do,
I don't want anything to do with that stupid bitch. I don't want her contacting me at all. Ever.
Well, then I'll feel the same way. Because I'm not...
There's like 1,000 exclamation points after that. Or 1,000 exclamation marks after that. I never want to hear her again.
Well, like I said, I'm going to follow your leads because I trust you.
I would hope so. Seems how I'm not the one that screwed you.
Like I said, I'm going to follow your lead. Whatever you do is what I'm going to do.
You know, it's not... You realize that it's not hard for me to find out if you have something to do with her, right?
Hey, trust me like I'm trusting you because I have nothing to do with her. And I don't want anything to do with her as long as you don't have anything to do with her because...
The hell would I have anything to do with her for?
What she did to both of us was foul, but maybe it's that, I don't know because from what she said, she almost sounded like she wasn't trying to get, like, you back into her life as much as she just wanted you to forgive her.
I don't forgive her.
Like, she doesn't want you to be angry at her. Like, basically what she means and what she says is that she probably doesn't want you to be angry at her. But,
Hey, here's the deal. If she wants me to forgive her, and if she has $40,000 in the bank, tell her to take $20,000 and donate it to the missing and exploited children thing there on TV.
That's so sweet of you.
Tell her if she wants to do some good, wants me to forgive her, do that.
Well, that's amazing.
She does that, and I'll forgive her. That'll prove to me that she actually gives a shit about me forgiving her stupid bullshit that she's done to me.
I'm really proud of you, Lorne. That is amazing. Because you know what? She was willing to give you that money.
I don't want her fucking money.
No, but what I'm saying
I can make my own money.
No, but what I'm saying is that she was saying that she was going to give you money, that she would try to give you money, and instead of trying to get money from her for forgiveness, you want it to be donated to the children. Lorne, I think that's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
I don't want to be bought.
I'm very proud of you.
I want people in my life that give a fuck. Not people in my life that are going to cause issues for me and other people.
I'm very proud of you for that.
Well, thank you, but I didn't do it for you to be proud of me.
But I mean, I think it just shows your character.
Yeah, that's always been my character throughout my life, but, NBC fucked that up for quite a long time.
But don't worry about them. NBC is past.
Yeah, but the problem is NBC's past fucking made it my future.
And I think it's cruel what they did to you.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Everybody that watches that fucking show now.
How could they even do that to you? Like, I don't understand it.
I got people that are telling me that shit now too, in person.
I mean, I don't know. But I more blame your siblings, to be honest with you, than I do.
I don't blame my siblings. I don't blame my siblings anymore.
I'm proud of you for that, but I still do.
I blame myself for believing in people too much.
No, that's not good enough.
That's good enough because it taught me that I need to not believe in people so much.
But for me and
which is sad. It's really
but for
sad.
me and having built the friendship that we have built, I'm sorry, that's just not good enough. Like to say, oh well, you know.
She's not on the other line, is she?
Say again?
She's not on the other line, is she?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Emma is not on the other line, is she?
Okay, do you want to hang up and call me back if you don't believe me?
I'll make sure. I'm asking you. I'm asking you to tell me the truth. Is she on the other line?
No, but if you are...
No. If you tell me, then that should be it. It means I shouldn't be recorded. My probation officer should not be hearing this conversation online.
This conversation is not going online, but what I'm saying is that...
Because my probation officer does hear it. Because she told me she heard all about the breakup. She sat there and listened to the breakup.
Anyways, like I said, if you have trouble believing me, you can hang up and call me back.
I'm just told that I'm not an idiot, and I'm not. It's not an easy thing to trust, like it was before.
I know.
I do hear things. And it's not only my probation officer that I hear it from either. I get letters in the mail.
Well, most celebrities do, and you seem to have an element of celebrity.
Huh?
I said, I can't even speak. Celebrities get mail from fans. Okay.
Hang on a second. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I had spit.
No, I was just saying most celebrities do get fan mail.
No, I'm not a celebrity.
It seems like it from...
Not the way I wanted to be.
But I already told you that could still change.
Yeah, I know. Is your headset charged up yet?
I'm on one of my headsets. I'm on my headphones. Why?
Yeah, well, because you have more of an echo on this one than you did the other one.
All right, hold on. The other one should have a decent charge. Hang on. Lorne?
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you better now. There's no echo.
All right, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was saying that I can hear you better now. There's no echo.
Okay, good. All right, Crap, that fast, I forgot what we were saying.
Uh-huh.
I said, just that fast, I forgot what we were saying.
I know. You were busy thinking about me and my robe.
Oh, God. Anyhow.
Oh, you want to think about me and my robe? Well, you're silent, so you were thinking about me and my robe.
No, I'm just like, okay, so like, okay, well, I am curious. What made you call me today?
No. Okay, honestly, well, see, the other phone that I had, it kind of shit the bed, and I lost all my numbers. And I was looking for Darren's number for my nephew. And I looked on my old people that I had, and I said, well, fuck, I think I got Darren's number on my old paper that was hanging on the refrigerator. So I looked on it, and I had Darren's number on there, and I was like, oh, I wonder who else's number is on here that I was looking for that I didn't have on my phone. Because I couldn't get my numbers off my old phone. I want to put it across your name. I was like, oh, son of a bitch. I said, well, I'll dial star 67 and I can give her a call. Didn't realize star 67 wasn't going to work. So that was, I found that rather humorous.
Oh, my.
All right, you're going to have to, ouch. Ugh. Damn, well, that one hurt. That was a dumbass move. You're going to have to hang on for a second. I'm going to make another pot of coffee.
Okay.
Hang on.
I have a question for you, too.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, I have a question for you. You had briefly mentioned to me, and I think it's a good idea that you probably haven't pursued because all men are lazy, but you had briefly mentioned to me, I don't remember when, whatever, that you wanted to go on America's Got Talent.
I recently mentioned that to you?
Briefly. Remember when you were like, remember?
I briefly thought about it until I briefly remembered the position I'm in. So that kind of puts a sandpaper to the knife on that deal.
Sandpaper to the knife. I've never heard that expression before.
It's kind of like, kind of like running a very sharp knife against a very tough rock.
That's an impression I've never heard before. Well, I don't think that would stop you from being on that, would it?
No, it probably wouldn't stop me from being on it, but when people found out.
You know what, though? Here's the thing, though. Okay, maybe, I don't know how to say, like, I'm brainstorming.
Well, it's not just that either. It's now I have to deal with probation, and there's just so much to have to go around.
Okay, think about this, though.
If I was to do it on my own, then that would work better than being in America now.
Okay, and you're cutting out, but think about this. Okay, so you go on America's Got Talent. You become a famous singer. People find out you're a registered sex offender. Who cares? I mean, what you could do is you could make it your goal to say, hey, you know what? Registered sex offenders are just like you. They're your neighbors. They're your doctors. They're your teachers. They're your, the people who bring up your grocery stores in the school, and not in the school, the people who bring up your grocery items at the store. They're your pastors. I mean, they're just normal people.
Yeah, but they also went on to catch a predator.
But, a lot of people don't like what that show did. But, I mean, your goal should be, because, it should be the goal of, not just you, but, every registered sex offender to show that you guys are just normal people. They're the people you see walking down the street.
What do you mean? What do you mean you guys are just normal people? Hell, I was fucking normal people long before and long after. I've never been a predator to begin with.
That's the thing.
I wasn't after that shit.
But there's a stigma to being a registered sex offender. You guys
You know what the sad thing is?
What?
Is that anybody and everybody that meets me understands that something's wrong, because I'm not the type of person that would do that shit. You know what's really sad? Is that when I was in prison, a member of the Bloods came right out and said, well, you ain't no predator. I told him, I said, Jesus Christ, you're a lot smarter than what people were telling me. And then he turned out to be a hell of an awesome guy, too. And he was a member of the gang, the Bloods.
And that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, when people hear, but that's the thing, though. When people hear registered sex offender, they think, oh, I don't want them to watch my kids, and, you can't be around my family. And, I mean, why not? Why not? This is just a normal person.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me get another cup of coffee.
Jeez.
Well, I'm trying to charge my phone at the same time. This phone don't stay charged very long. Hang on.
All right.
Hey, I unplugged the phone this time.
Okay.
I gotta go pee.
Okay.
So it'll make you wait a long time before I get back on the phone and just take you with me.
Why not just take me with you?
I know. You want to hold the phone, Mick?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, as far as me being on America's Got Talent, that's forget that idea.
What about, I mean, can we think of another TV show, like The Voice? What about that one?
Nope. The only thing I can do is kind of do it by myself.
Why don't you have your own show like that?
No way.
Like, why don't you host your own, like, YouTube show? Like, have a concert on YouTube. Like, live stream a concert on YouTube.
I still don't have my computer back.
Wait a minute. Or, you know what? You could probably get some money out of Lorne.
There's things that you don't know about yet.
You could, what?
I said, there's things that you don't know about yet, that I haven't told you about yet.
No, I mean, you could probably get some money out of her, you know, like, she says she's sorry, so she'll give you a couple bucks. What I want to know is, you said, I'll tell you something when you call, and you never told me.
Huh?
You texted me that you would tell me something when I called, but you never told me what that is.
I forgot what it was now.
Oh, geez.
Hang on, I'm back in the kitchen. I'm going to plug his phone back in again. Okay. I don't remember what it was I was going to tell you.
And now I'm like thinking, like, what could that have been?
What was I thinking about before? What are you laughing about?
No, I was just thinking of the way you said it.
She isn't, you promised God, and I know you're atheist.
You know what? I promise to every God that anybody believes in.
What? What do you promise?
That I'm not going to say what you're about to tell me. How do I know?
That's not what I was. That's not what I was gonna say.
Okay, so what am I promising to God for?
That she is not on the other line.
No, she's
And I know
not.
you're atheist. I know you're atheist, which is, you need to get away from being atheist because you got to believe in something. Atheists don't believe in anything.
I believe in you. That's what I believe in.
Well, yeah, I'm not a god though.
Well, to some people you are, but I mean, to me,
I don't
you
know why.
somebody who I believe in. And honestly, like, I mean, I believe in you to the point where if you told me that you were going to be on The Voice tomorrow, I would say you have a good chance of winning. I would truly say, you know, without any question, Lorne, you could win America's Got Talent. You could truly win America's Got Talent, and you could be you know what? I was going to say you could be the next American Idol. They're bringing back that show.
Oh, yeah, but you got to be a certain age to get on it, or to be in it. No.
That's true. You passed the age for that, I think. But, wait, there's a voice. Okay, there's a voice. There's America's Got Talent. Come on, you need to get some hustle. What else is there?
You know what sucks? I haven't played the guitar in a long time.
Well, you need to get out and dust it off.
I'm wanting to start learning to play the piano again. Now you give me a piano. I got me an organ, but it's two-tier organ. And before I can learn to play that, I got to learn to play the piano. And I really want to learn to play the piano again. Huh?
What kind of organ do you have?
Hell, I don't know. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's two-tier though.
You know.
But I got to learn to play the piano before I can learn to play that, and the piano is actually one that I want to play.
If you wanted to.
I started to learn to play when I was a kid. An elderly lady started teaching me.
Let me ask, are you still in sex offender class?
Am I what?
Are you still in sex offender class?
Oh, yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, well, I had to get a lawyer.
Wait. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Never mind.
I'll tell you, you just better pray to God that she's not on the other line.
Okay.
I got a lawyer because I didn't agree with me having to go through class again. They get a different provider and all this shit, and because of that, she wanted me to take the class all over again. It's like I've already finished the book and every assignment in it. I've been in it 4.5 years, and the only reason the other counselor kept me in it was because she wanted to see me in a long-term relationship or in a face-to-face relationship.
Jean is gone?
Huh?
Jean is gone?
Gina.
Huh?
Who's Gina?
Wait, don't tell.
You mean Jean? Jean's gone.
Jean is gone. Where did she go?
Jean is gone. Different provider now. This is not information you give to anybody on the internet.
Oh, gosh. You know what? Every time I, pause when you're telling me this, I get yelled at.
Well, I've got to make sure you know.
That's fine. And you know what? I don't want you to tell me.
Don't screw me in any way again.
I don't want you to tell me then, because I don't want you to feel worried that I'm going to say something to anybody. So you don't have
I don't want anything I tell you to end up on the internet.
Then don't tell me anything, because I don't want you to worry.
I'll tell you if you promise me that's not going to end up on the internet.
It's not going to end up on the internet.
I promise.
I promise.
Okay. Don't expect me not to emphasize it still, though.
I know.
I have to, because you don't realize what I go through. Oh, hang on a minute.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
I had to get another pack of cigarettes. Which
I'm
is
proud of you.
I guess stop smoking easy. Be proud of me when I stop smoking cigarettes. I'm not proud of myself for smoking still. Why would you be proud of me?
Because you know what, though, you're handling your stress. I'm curious, though, and you can be honest with me because I'm supporting you. When last did you drink?
When
Be
last
honest.
drink?
Yes, be honest.
I quit drinking.
You did?
Yes. I had to.
Oh my gosh.
You quit drinking or go to jail. I really didn't have much choice.
But you couldn't start after, I remember they had the breathalyzer. Did they take that away?
Yeah, they took that away. But after that, I really didn't like drinking anymore after that anyway. It just kind of took it all out of me. Then,
wow.
Well, there's that, and plus my brother being an alcoholic, seeing him the way he was with it, I don't know, it just took it out of me. It just kind of drained me.
How's he doing?
He's doing better now. Before, it's like, Jesus. I just I understood some things that, I don't know, it took it all out of me. I mean, I still like to have a beer every now and then because it's not worth it.
Say again?
I'd still like to have a beer every now and then, but I don't because it's just not worth it. It's like I don't enjoy. I don't know. I don't even feel like I would enjoy.
It's not even that there's something wrong with you having a beer every now and then. It's just that you can't drive when you do it.
No, I just don't. I don't know. I don't. I'm just, my frame of mind isn't what it was before. It's just like I give a shit more. Before I was kind of a loose cannon and just down on myself and depressed and disappointed in myself about things I had been through and done and how my life went.
But think of all the accomplishments you have in your life.
Well, I started thinking about, what I had gone through and what I had done and everything that I made it through, and I thought about Mom, and that's probably the biggest thing I did to me was thinking about Mom.
I mean, yeah, think about the good things that you have going for you in your life.
I know. I got a lot going for me. It's just I had alcohol in my way. It was in my way, and I didn't need it in my way. I was dealing with it with things in the wrong way. And Allie, I can tell you, Allie, she's God sent. That girl is one therapist that should get Therapist of the Year.
What specifically did she do? Like, what happened?
She's just there. She's there for me. Talks to me the right way, and she let me be able to trust her. And she stayed there. She didn't leave.
But she's getting paid. She's not going to leave you.
Yeah, well, the other therapists were getting paid too, but they left. That was something I pointed out to Allie right from the beginning. And Allie stuck around and she stayed. And that's what I needed. I needed for one person to stay for me to be able to trust that was going to be there. She's done now.
That's good. I mean, it's important to have somebody that you can feel that you can tell anything to.
Yeah. Well, I told Ellie, even after the government stops paying me to go see her, or paying my way to see her, I would front the money myself for me to be able to go to her, for me to be able to keep seeing her, because that's how much it helps me. I know and to be able to go there and talk to her, and for it to stay just right there in that room and not leave that room is what I need.
That's really great.
I don't have that.
And you might be one of her favorite clients.
I probably am, because I make her laugh.
I hope she's not developing a crush on her client, so.
No, she's not. She's married.
That doesn't stop some people.
Yeah, but Allie is very devoted. She's
How do you know
got her
that?
shit together. She got her shit together, and she's married, and she's very devoted, and she's a very awesome person. She's a woman of her word. And that's probably what really helps me a lot, being able to go to her too, because she's someone that keeps her word. It sticks to it.
You know what? And here's the thing, though. You've given me an idea. Because, no. Okay, here's the thing, though.
I'm not bungee jumping.
Oh, now you give me another idea.
Oh, crap.
You've been in sex offender class for 4 years, I think, right?
No, almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah.
And you've been in therapy for how long? You've given me an amazing idea.
About 2 years.
Okay. And is there anything else?
No. Nothing I know of. If there is, I must be sleeping during that.
Okay. Well, a lot of people sleep in class. I said a lot of people sleep in class. You've given me an idea, because you're not using these tools to your advantage as much as you could be. So, like, think about this. Okay, so you've been in sex offender class for 5 years. You've been in therapy for 2 years. Combined, that's 7 years. That's enough to get like a master's degree. That's enough time to get like a master's degree. 7 years, bachelor's and then master's. Actually, bachelor's and then master's, and then a year of like medical school. So a bachelor's, master's, and then a year of medical school. Now, here's the thing. You've got to use this to your advantage. Because you have this experience, can you maybe promote yourself as a life coach? Can you market yourself as something like that and make money?
Why would I want to do that?
Helping people like Allie has helped you. You can't call yourself a therapist because you haven't been to therapy school or anything like that, but you can call yourself a life coach.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Why?
I don't want to do that stuff to make money.
Can you do it for free?
I can do it for free. I don't want to do it to make money.
I have an idea. You know what?
I've got so much on my plate now that I don't have time to do things.
You need to eat faster. You need to eat faster because you're giving me ideas left and right, and I was not planning for this. So you need to put some of these ideas into action, or else what's the point of me having them?
I wanted to go give blood today. I didn't even have time to do that.
Say again?
I said I wanted to give blood today, but I didn't even have time to do that.
Okay, listen. Here's the thing. See, Dan, I wish you would go back on YouTube, because when you have what you could do, I don't know if I would want to be the go-between to get your YouTube channel revived, but if you
the only thing that I would do on YouTube would be sing, and that would be it.
One more thing. Why not market your free life coaching services? Tell people, or advice column, an advice column. That's it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. Your advice column. You've got to do it. You've got to do it.
No.
Question about it. Why not?
No. I'm not into the computer crap as much as what you seem to think I am.
It's not about the computer crap, but I'm thinking you're a well-known presence. You'll just read letters and give advice.
I don't want to give advice.
I don't know why I didn't think of that before, because I know that you...
I don't want to use... There's more useful things I could do than to get on the computer and give advice to people that probably wouldn't take it anyway.
Now, see, that's the wrong attitude.
Well, yeah, but I don't have time for it right now to begin with. I don't have my computer for a second thing. I'm not into YouTube.
I just feel like you're wasting talent.
Well, this go around with YouTube that I had has pretty much put a sour note on YouTube with me.
I just, it's bothering me because I feel like you're wasting your talent.
Well, blame it on Church Cawd.
No, you know what? I'm going to blame it on you. And here's why. This is going to be...
Blame it on me if you want, but I didn't start the Church Cawd.
This is going to be some tough friendship for you, okay? This is going to be some tough friendship, okay? Okay, here's the thing.
I'm blaming a lot of things on that stupid Church of Cawd bullshit.
Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna sound tough, but what I'm saying is the truth, okay? Right now you're being wasted talent, and you're letting a few bad seeds control your life. You say that you want all these things, you want to make a big impact, you want to do all these different things, and yet you have a celebrity presence. You could just go and read a few letters and help people. And people are helping you, and you need to pay it forward. No one's asking you to spend money. No one's asking you to break the bank or do something unreasonable. But people are asking you, or not people are asking you, people are helping you, and the least you could do is just pay it forward.
Yeah, and then I get these stupid people from the Church of Cawd.
Okay.
They ask me stupid questions, and I'm like, no. I am not doing that shit.
If I thought of a way that we could do this to where I could upload the videos for you, and I could be a gatekeeper so that the only letters you see are the real ones.
I am not doing anything on the computer right now through anybody until I have my computer back. Until probation is good with it, or it goes to the judge, and my lawyer gets it straightened out so that I can have my computer back. I don't want anything to do with anybody from the Church of Cawd. I don't want stupid questions. I don't want any bullshit. I'm done playing that game.
Lorne?
Can you hear me?
Lorne, you cut out. Okay, go ahead.
The people from the Church of Cawd have put a sour note in my vocabulary.
I've never heard that expression, but you know what? And I understand, and that might be stressful for a little bit, but
that's stressful for a long bit, and I'm not stressing out over it.
I'm trying to just make you like not.
But it's a point blank thing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not doing anything like that on the computer. So Church of Cawd retards can get their fucking jollies off on asking stupid shit or doing stupid shit.
Like I said, if you want to do something and you know,
I don't want you to try to lead me. I don't want you to try to lead me to doing anything on the computer.
I'm trying to lead you to do big things, whether it's on the computer or whether it's not on the computer. Whether it's on the computer and you do something on YouTube, whether you go on The Voice. I mean, I'm trying to support you in doing big things.
That's what I need. I don't want to be led towards the computer. If down the road I feel like I feel all right to go on the computer, then okay.
And forget the computer. Like, I mean, it could just be on the phone and I choose the letter or something like that. You know, we'll think of something. We'll think of something.
All right, but don't plan on being on the computer for a very long time.
Yeah, it's not going to be on the computer, but like people, I'm just trying to think, like maybe there's like some kind of group out there, like,
and also, if you plan on having anything to do with me for a very long time, you better plan on meeting me face to face.
Can I not get on the lectures now? But listen, no, but for real though.
I'm just being honest with you and telling you straight out.
Like I said, it doesn't have to be on the computer. It could just be like something where you have an advice column. I'll choose the letters, and then I'll I'll ask you your thoughts.
Okay, but I don't want you going around with what I just said, too.
Look, we just started talking again after, when was the last time we spoke?
Probably 3 months ago, but that doesn't matter. We spoke for 10 months in a row. So it's not like we're strangers. So I haven't changed from the same person that I was before. I'm still the same person. So I'm just telling you like it is straight. That's the only difference. I'm telling you straight.
What are you telling me straight?
I'm telling you, I'm not going to be able to phone forever. I'm not going to have a relationship. And I want to meet face to face.
Who said anything about us being in a relationship?
Well, I'm just telling you how straight. The way that I feel.
My thing is,
I want to meet you face to face. That's what I'm telling you. I want to meet you face to face. I want you to come up here and see me.
You do realize that I have obligations, right? I can't just...
I realize you have obligations. I also realize you have days off. I also realize you're not that far away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I also realize you don't have to fly. Because Maryland is only about
24 hours.
5 or 6 hour drive.
Guess again, New York is more than that.
No, New York is only a 4 hour drive.
You have no concept of geography.
All right, so my New York 6 hour drive.
No.
Well, depending on how fast you go.
You,
But still, Maryland is not far from New York.
you are more than 10 hours away from me.
I am not 10 hours away.
Okay, I'm about to send you a screenshot because
No. Listen, do not send anything to this phone unless it's a text. Only a text, words. 'Cause otherwise, I will not get it. It won't come through. My cousin has already tried that, and I told her, like,
well, then
can't
you're
do it.
going to have to believe that you're more than 10 hours away.
This is a very cheap phone.
Well, then you're just gonna have to believe that it's more
No, you're not more than 10 hours away.
Okay, then you know what? Why don't you go to your mom's house tomorrow and see how far it is from Maine to Maryland? Because it is.
How far is Connecticut from you?
Connecticut?
Yeah.
Let's see. My location, Connecticut. Almost 5 hours.
Almost 5 hours.
Correct.
Okay, so you're 9 hours away.
I am telling you where I am. So 9 hours. So you expect me, look, you just called me today, and now you're asking me, you just called me today after not talking for months, and now you're asking me to drive 9 hours to see you.
I've not talking for 3 months. But we had spent 10 months together.
Okay, we spent 10 months talking, but you're
Every
still
day.
Okay, every day.
Pretty
But
much
I'm
all
not asking.
day.
Okay, but I'm not asking
Every
you
day.
Okay, but you're still asking me to drive 9 hours to see you.
Why, is that a problem?
Are you driving 9 hours to see me?
Well, if I could leave the state of Maine, I would. Right now, I can't leave the state of Maine.
You're getting off probation soon.
No, I'm not getting off probation soon. Where'd you get that idea?
Because
I might be getting out of the class soon. I'm not getting off probation soon. I still have to be on probation for a while.
how long did they initially put you on probation?
Lifetime.
Oh, well, when you get off probation, they'll be burying you.
Then, no. I'll get off probation. It's just going to take longer than what I wanted it to take, longer than what I was told it would take. I was lied to a lot by my lawyer. And I mean a lot. That's why they were able to do all the shit to me that they did. That's why I got the sentence that I did. That's why I'm on probation for life. That's why I'm on the registry for life.
Yeah,
I
get off that
I was lied to.
registry.
Huh?
I said, you got to get off that sex offender registry. Or maybe you should stay on the sex offender registry so that when you're doing good things, it will erase the stigma.
I don't even care about that. I'm not worried about me being on that. You know, I'm on that. All right, big deal. I cared about it before. It bothered me before, but now it's like it doesn't bother me because people that meet me actually know. Then they know. Once they know, they know. Once they hear that show, they know. They know that show was full of shit and nothing but money. That's all that show was for. Sad thing is that it actually could have taught a lot of people if they would have remained honest about things.
How would you change To Catch a Predator if you could?
And Lincoln, so Perverted Justice was not a part of it, and NBC was not a part of it. If it was just the police doing the stings.
Say that again?
If it was just the police doing the stings, that would have been it. That's what they needed. They did not need NBC there to try to make a show to make money off it. They did not need perverted justice there to try to lure people in, because they started getting paid $100,000 per show. They were money motivated. Get anybody in that they could. Well, the producer saw that and she got fired because she said something about it, and she got fired for the reason she was for. She sued him for firing her. She lost because it was supposedly in the contract, in the time frame of the contract, which I think that lost for the law too. And NBC bought a lot of things when it came to that show. They bought a lot of people. Money does that.
But you have to have big plans for yourself.
And I do. But I don't need the computer to do it. But how do we go from you coming up here being face-to-face with me to having big plans for myself?
Because we don't need to talk about me going up there the day that you call me.
No, why not? I'm not shy. You already know that. I'm not afraid to mention that.
Okay, but like...
I'm not going to let 3 months of not talking to you shy me away from mentioning it. Why would I after everything had been through?
Well, then let's say that you mentioned it, and now we can move on to something else.
Okay, but I kind of want more of a reaction from you than what you're giving me.
What are you talking about?
What I want is a little bit of positivity that, yeah, you do want to come up and meet me.
Can you give me a chance to, like... I have a lot going on in my life right now.
And I don't?
Okay, but you're not the one who's going to have to travel.
No, but I'm the one that's going to have to switch my schedule and move my schedule around.
And I'm not going to have to move my schedule around in order to come to Maine?
Yeah, but I got to move my schedule around too for when you're here.
Okay, but I have to move my schedule around and travel. And pay for it.
And what do you want me to do about that? I'm pouring in a fucking church mouse right now.
Okay, but you're the one asking me to jump through hoops to go see you.
I'm asking you how bad do you want to see me?
But now, are you driving? Is your truck fixed?
Is my truck fixed? I don't even have my truck anymore.
Wait, oh no, that's right. You have a car. You have your uncle's. Are you still driving your uncle's car? Is that it?
Well, I was driving it till week before last.
What?
That broke down. That broke down. Then I went and got a different one.
Oh, so you have a new car.
I do.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, it's not a truck though.
It is or isn't a truck?
It's not.
What you driving?
A van. It's actually a really nice van.
You have a van?
It's 2008 van. It's
nice.
It's like a family van. It's got a DVD player, TV in the back seat.
How'd you afford all that if you're poor?
It's called payments.
I know what payments are.
You do?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
What's your interest percent?
You what? What'd you say?
What's your interest rate?
What's my interest like?
Interest rate on the van.
My interest rate is I'm interested in you coming up here to be face to face with me. That's what my interest is.
Wait a minute. When we last spoke, were you filing for Did you ever file for bankruptcy? I can't even remember.
I did.
Is it finished?
Almost.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I'm not really very happy about it, considering it was a stupid move on my part that never should have happened.
What all went with the bankruptcy?
Huh?
What all did you put through bankruptcy? The truck and what else? The truck, the loan, and what else?
Just whatever I needed to.
I'm very proud of you that you went through with it.
Hold on a second. I need to get my cord straight here. It's winding up on me. Okay. I think I got it. All right. Now, what'd you say?
I said I'm very proud of you that you went for it.
No, I'm not very proud of myself.
Did you need a co-signer though? Because you got a van.
No, I didn't need a co-signer.
Congratulations.
The place I went to, I didn't need a co-signer. But I like the van. It's a nice van. It's a really nice van, really. I like it. It's just, I really wanted to trap with a plow, but I was like, all right, whatever. Right now, I just need something. So I saw that, and I said, all right, that'll work. So I've got it, and I'll get that paid off, and then I'll give me a truck with a plow here, or yeah. Actually, I'll probably get a huge truck with a plow next year. So I just need something to plow my driveway.
But I mean, it must feel great to file bankruptcy and to get all of that stuff off of your shoulders.
Does it feel great? No. It doesn't feel great.
How does it feel?
I've never gone through bankruptcy before, and I swore myself a long time that I would go through bankruptcy and never put myself in a position. So I kind of felt like catch a predator all over again.
Filing bankruptcy felt like to catch a predator?
Yeah, because I told myself I'd never be like that.
Wait, you're cut out. Say again?
I told myself a long time ago that I would never do anything against the law.
But not paying your bills isn't against the law.
No, but I also told myself I'd never file bankruptcy either. And I put myself in the position because of Nikki that I had to file bankruptcy. That was my best option. Really my only option after losing my job with Chafee.
And you can blame me for the bankruptcy because I'm the one who told you to do it, so it's my fault.
Yeah, well, Mom told me to do it too.
Well, blame us for filing bankruptcy.
I can't blame you two for something that I did. That's not very smart. I take responsibility for my own shit.
But you might not have filed had it. You wouldn't have filed had it. You wouldn't have filed had it not been for us.
I probably wouldn't have had you not mentioned it, but I put myself in that position. So it was the best thing that you two could recommend to me. It was really my only option after losing my job at Tafey, so it was my own fault for putting myself in that position.
Did you cry when you filed?
No. No, a lot of my crying shit is over with because I've gotten a lot of shit out of my system, which is thanks to Allie.
What has Allie said about your bankruptcy?
She said that I need to do what I need to do. She said if that's what I think I need to do, then I need to do it in order to get my life straightened back out again.
What you said?
She said if that's what I think I need to do, then I need to do it in order to get my life straightened back out again.
And that's some sage advice.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. I told her a couple of weeks ago. I told her, I said, Allie, I'm proud of you. She says, why? I said, because you stuck with me through this shit. You didn't leave. You stuck with me. She just smiled. She said, I told you I wasn't going to leave.
Aww.
Because I told her from the beginning, and I said, yeah, let's see how long you stick around.
Aww.
Yeah, she's a pretty special person.
And she sounds like somebody I'd be friends with.
Yeah, she is. Well, I told her about when you sent me that message telling me happy birthday. She said, well, that was nice of her. I just gave her a look at it like, really, Allie?
Aww.
She said, I know. She said, but that was nice of her. I said, yeah.
Allie is on my side, see?
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see, because she's gonna know about me talking to you. I don't hold anything back from her. And she's gonna ask me too if I notice any red flags.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
She's gonna ask me if I notice any red flags about you, and if I'm talking to you again. If I notice any red flags, if anything's wrong, if I notice anything wrong, or anything that feels out of place.
Well,
you know what red flags are, right?
no, what are those?
You're smart, so I assume that you do know that about red flags.
Anyway, yes, I know what red flags are.
All right. So do you want to meet me face to face?
Again, like, did you call me for that?
No, I told you why I called you.
You didn't tell me why you called me. You told me that you saw my number, but you didn't tell me why you called.
This is just for shits and giggles.
Well, if you call me for, quote, shits and giggles, why are you trying to get me to come up there?
I called because I didn't want to talk to you again, but I didn't realize that you would know the number.
Well,
I said I did want to talk to you again, but I didn't realize that you would get my number. That's why I dialed *67.
well, there's only two ways that could have gone. Way one is that if you called me and it actually blocked the number, and I talked to you, like,
well, which is the way that it was supposed to happen.
And so that was going to be the only conversation, and that was going to be it, and I'd never have your number and never hear from you again.
What?
No, I mean, so, like, okay, so if your phone number didn't come up, how, like, okay, so I would talk to you, and then what?
Who knows? It didn't happen, so how can I know what? I can't know what. That didn't happen that way.
But that's the way that you had wanted it to happen, and I have no clue what you had wanted to happen.
Yeah, but I can't tell you what, because it didn't happen that way.
But I thought you, okay.
I could ask you the same thing, and you wouldn't be able to tell me.
What are you going to ask me?
Okay, if I would have called you, and my number became a private, and then we talked, then what?
But you're the one who called me, so obviously you had some kind of game plan.
I didn't have any game plan. I literally was just looking down the list. I didn't even realize that I had your number on my paper, on that list, because I have a list of the phone list that I wrote down a long time ago. And I was looking for Darren's number, find Darren's number, see if his number was on there. It was, and then I realized, who else's number do I have on there that I need on my phone? And I ran around across your name, and I was like, I got to call her. And just dial *67 so she won't have my number. I didn't have any game plan.
Well, I guess I should expect
I did want to talk to you again. I did want to talk to you again. I just didn't want stupid shit. I was skeptical about, I didn't make a second thought about it. But I did want to talk to you again.
Say again?
I said, I was skeptical about it, but I did want to talk to you again. After 10 months together, that's, of course I'm going to want to talk to you again.
Well, thank you.
Especially after all the time we spent together. I didn't hold anything back from my
What if I had changed my number?
I wanted to talk to you. There wouldn't have been anything I could have done about it. It's not like I could guess your number. How would you have felt if you had changed your number and not knowing whether or not I tried to get a hold of you again? I wouldn't have been able to get a hold of you, and I had changed it. Well, you would have been able to get a hold of me by calling a link letter, but sending me a letter. But that's part of being real.
What's real?
So that's part of being real.
What's part of being?
You'd be able to get a hold of me by sending me a letter or calling my workplace. Me, the only thing that I could do with you would be call your number. I can't send you a letter. I don't know your address. Don't know where you live. Don't know. Well, really, I don't know honestly about you. I know the person that you were to me before, and that's the person that I had feelings for. I didn't realize that I was being played.
I mean, I want to know how you're doing. That's like, we're talking and everything. I want to know how you're doing. What's new and great or what's not great in your life.
Actually, everything's great.
I'm glad. Like, what do you do at your new job? If you don't want to tell me anything. You drive truck?
I drive truck. I haul wood. I haul chips. I haul logs.
You're chipping again.
I haul logs. I haul chips. I run a chipper.
Potato chips?
I do whatever I can. No, not potato chips. Wood chips.
Well, wait, wood. Is it seasonal?
It's come mud season. I'll get laid off during mud season.
During what season?
Mud season.
Month season?
Mud.
When is mud season?
Mud season is like right now. I got to get a cup of mud. So hang on a second. A cup of mud meaning coffee. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on another second. I got to ditch my robe.
Okay. Are you taking your robe off?
Huh?
I said, are you taking your robe off?
I already did.
Oh, okay.
Why are you creating the picture?
Yes, I'm drawing you. Okay, wait, tell me,
I mean in your mind, are you creating a picture?
I'm trying to know what mud season is.
Yeah, you're creating a picture. Right? Am I right?
Yes, Lorne.
There you go. Thank you.
But what is mud? Because when you said wood chips, I was like, or wood rather. I was like, because I don't know what you'd use wood for in the summer. So like, how many months are you able to work?
Well, a lot of months. Mud season is at the end of winter when everything thaws out. Everything gets all muddy because of all the snow and ice and everything melts.
Mhm.
So it makes the ground all muddy. So you can go in the woods and it's all muddy and you can't really work and do anything. The ground. It's just too hard to work in the mud. And plus the frost heaves and all stuff on the roads makes it a lot harder.
And how many months does that last?
Like a month or two.
So you'll work, what, 10 or 11 months out of the year?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but that might be a part-time job for me, too, after March.
Okay, so you're moving to part-time?
I might be after March.
That's not bad either.
Yeah, well, that'd be on my own choice, though.
Why?
Because you remember that job I told you about before, making $67,000 a year?
Whoa, which one?
The one for Nestle.
Yeah? Congratulations!
Well, I probably still have that job. She didn't hire me yet because of the time of the year. The season business had dropped down during the season, so she told me to call her back in March. And,
oh my gosh. That was the lady who, you know, you had written her the letter about being a registered sex offender?
Yep.
I think you got the job.
And for a Christmas present, and Nestle sent me a Christmas present in the mail. There's a winter hat. It says Nestle on it.
Oh! They sent you a Christmas gift?
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool, too. I didn't expect that at all. I was like, what the hell?
That's the job!
I thought that was freaking hilarious. I said, holy shit. I said, maybe I still got this job. So that's when I called the lady back, and she said, yeah, the reason I didn't call you back and didn't call you to start working is because of the time of year, it slowed down. So call me back in March.
Did you thank her for the hat?
No, because it wasn't her that sent it to me, but I was on the list to send the hat to, so which they only send hat to employees. So I was assuming that I do have the job, but until I'm actually driving for them, I'm not going to get my hopes up, and I'm not going to lose the have until I know for sure with it. And even when I get to them, I'm not going to quit the job that I have because I can still work for this place for 3 days a week.
You're going to be living like royalty on that salary.
Not really.
You really are.
No,
you're going to get to build your house?
Yeah, I'll get to do all of that, but I really want to do something great.
I want us to brainstorm something great you can do, though.
Well, the greatest thing I want to do is take care of Mom. And that's really the reason I want to working for the place I'm working for now. Is because she has helped me out a lot, and I want to work for them and be able to get things for Mom that Mom wants.
I think that's a good goal. But why stop there?
I'm not stopping there. I got a lot of things I want to do.
I'm giving you some ideas as a good starting point.
Well, Maria gave me a good idea of adopting a dog or two to keep them from dying, which is a really good idea. The only problem with that is I get attached to dogs.
Let me ask you, how are your dogs?
Oh, my dogs are awesome. Sadie is getting a lot better with me. She's so adorable sometimes. Sometimes she's a little asshole, but...
Okay, good. I'm glad your dogs are doing good.
Roscoe's constantly wanting me still everywhere I am.
Wait, who gave you the idea to adopt a dog, Maria or Allie?
Maria gave me the idea to adopt a dog, but and I'll do it to make sure the dog doesn't die until they can find somebody to take the dog. But the problem is that I get attached to dogs. And
animals are really important, you know, and you know how I feel about animals, but there's over 500,000 kids in the American adoption system. Can you adopt, or can you foster a child, or can you adopt a child?
Can I?
Yeah, why not do that? If you foster a child...
Not without being married. I could, but only if I'm married with someone that doesn't have a record.
I'm not putting myself out there. I'm not putting myself out there. But, I think that you should look to get married so that you can foster a child. I'm not
putting myself out there, you said, huh?
Oh, God. No, I think that you should look to get married. Someone, seriously, if you got married to someone who's in Maine, let's say next week, you got married next week, you could have a child within a month or two.
And, I'm not getting married to somebody in Maine next week.
Okay, I'm sorry. Next week is a little soon. 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, that's a lot better.
Okay, I'm kidding about that part. But I'm not kidding about you adopting or fostering a child.
I know.
And you'll get paid if you foster a child. You will get paid.
I don't care about getting paid to foster a child because that's not.
But they would pay you expenses.
Yeah, I know, but that's not the reason I would do it though. I feel so bad for kids that have to go to foster homes, and I feel so bad for them. They deserve so much more.
Can you volunteer to the shelter for battered and abused women?
Huh?
Can you volunteer to shelter for battered and abused women?
Can I volunteer myself?
No, I said, can you volunteer at a shelter for battered and abused women?
I don't know any shelter around here for battered and abused women.
Let's look it up. Hang on.
Why do we want to look it up?
Maine Women's Shelter.
Well, let's look up when you're going to come up here and meet me face to face.
Yeah, you're thinking about me coming up there. I'm trying to help you think of great things.
That would be a great thing, wouldn't it?
Okay, can we not talk about that now?
No, I want to talk about it now.
What color is your robe? It better not be white, because you know that's the color that the clan wears, right?
Oh, I know. It's not that kind of robe anyway. My robe is a bathrobe.
I'm glad you got out of the clan then.
I was never in a clan.
The last time we talked, I was like, really? Like, he's in the clan? That's so not cool.
In a clan? I was never in a clan.
I know, I'm just kidding.
My robe is blue. And I've had my robe, the same robe for, oh, God. I've had it for, I think 20 years.
What?
Literally, for about 20 years, and it's still in really, really good condition. It's still really, really comfortable.
Do you not use it often?
I use it every day.
Jeez.
It's well, actually, no, I don't use it every day. I used to use it every day, but I don't anymore. I haven't for a while.
That's because you stopped showering.
Yeah, I stopped showering. So you come up here, you're going to have to crawl in bed with a stinky man. You don't mind that, do you?
I'm a very clean person.
Well, that's all right. I'll just hug you in my armpits.
Ew.
I just come close to you and raise my hands up over my head, really high. I did have to take a sponge bath for like 4 days in a row.
You take sponge bath? Wait, what did you do?
I had to take a sponge bath for like 4 days in a row.
Why? I didn't do one.
because my pipe out in my well froze, and I was only able to get a trickle out of my sink, like a constant flow of water, but it wasn't a lot of water that came out. It was just a constant trickle of water. So it was like I'd have to put a pot under the sink and fill the pot up and heat it on the stove, and I'd have to take a sponge bath because I couldn't run my shower because I couldn't get enough water to come out of my shower to take a shower because I found the well froze because where we got below zero temperatures, that really cold spell that we had up here, it froze the pipe out in my well. So finally, after the cold spell got over, I was like, Jesus, that's enough of this shit. So I took the heater and put it out in the well. And when we had a warm enough day, I turned the heater on and it thawed the pipe out. Now I'm able to take a shower again, thank God. I hate taking sponge baths.
What kind of body wash do you use for the sponge bath?
Huh?
I said, what kind of body wash do you use for your sponge bath?
Dove soap.
Sponge bath. Dove soap.
Dove soap. Quarter moisturizer. I've always used Dove soap. That's the only soap I'll use.
Eiffel Tower.
Uh-huh.
I said Eiffel Tower. That's someplace I've wanted to visit.
Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm.
I said, they have a shelter there?
Oh, you're very funny.
So what are you wearing now?
Oh, the same thing I was the last 2 times you asked.
Oh. You haven't taken your clothes off yet, huh?
No, this time I'll be until I leave the house again.
You gonna sleep in that?
Yep.
Oh, you don't sleep naked?
Nope.
Oh. What about when you come up here to see me? What? Don't be shy with me. You know I'm not gonna, even when you're up here face to face with me, I'm not gonna change. You already know the person I am, so I'm not gonna change. This is who I am.
Oh no, I'm scared.
I have no reason to hide myself from you.
I'm the one hiding.
I've always felt very comfortable with you, and that's what worries me now because of how comfortable I felt with you before.
Aww.
I just want you to know I'm not going to change who I am just because you're going to be face to face. You already know who I am. You've heard enough of me over the phone, and you've already seen all of me. So it's not like I'm going to hide anything anyway.
Well, I still would want to bring like my cousin.
Your cousin.
What about him?
Who's your cousin?
Who is he? That's a weird question.
So you come up here to see me, and you bring your cousin with you. Where's he going to sleep? Get out to the couch.
He and I would probably stay in a nearby hotel.
Is your cousin a guy or a girl?
Take a guess.
A guy.
I'm saying I have a ton of them, but this particular one is a guy.
Doesn't want to sleep on the couch.
But no, you were talking about, like, do you use Dove soap? Do you use lotion? Or are you, like, Don't need it to Dove.
I use lotion on my face. That's it.
What kind do you use on your face?
What kind of lotion? Suave. I think it's Suave.
Moisturizer or just regular lotion?
It's the moisturized lotion. It's like cocoa nut or cocoa butter or I don't know, something. It's just lotion as long as it's lotion.
You should use it all over. It makes your skin feel all silky.
I'm a guy. I want my skin to feel like a guy, not like a girl.
How does guy skin feel? Like, I mean, is it something that, like, I would want to make a hat out of? Like, I'd skin you or make a jacket?
No, I'm just like a guy. I'm a guy. I don't want to feel like a girl. I don't want my skin to feel silky. I want it to feel like manly. Not like a girl.
Song?
I'm not queer.
Oh, gosh. You don't want to be like the Shania Twain song, Man, I Feel Like a Woman?
Yeah, that's not me.
Don't feel like a woman?
No, I don't feel like a woman.
How do you know?
If you haven't noticed, I don't look like a woman either.
I know, you look like a young girl.
I do?
Yes.
You really think I look like a young girl, huh?
A young, sweet girl.
Yeah, okay. Don't really know too many girls being that hairy.
Well, you know, everyone has some fur to keep them warm in the winter.
Yeah, well, I also don't know many girls that have something sticking out below the waist like that either.
I don't know, their feet.
Yeah, their feet. That's what I'm talking about, their feet. You ever seen a girl that looks like me?
Yeah, you. No, I'm kidding. Maybe your mom when she was your age.
No, not hardly. No, I've been told that I'm the one that looks a little most like my dad in the family.
Really?
Yeah. That's what my mom told me. And I've seen my dad, and I agree with her. I said I hate to. So.
Uh-oh.
Good, I don't have to say anything.
You say so, I'm like, uh-oh, where's this going?
Huh?
No, you said so, and I thought you were going to say something interesting.
Oh, well, yeah, something you've already heard.
All right, what is it?
When can you come up?
Is this going to be the theme of all of our calls?
Until I see you face to face? Quite possibly. Get me for that.
Will you let me polish your nails?
Well, I'll let you polish my nails?
And your toenails?
I'm not so sure you'll even want to look at my toenails.
Why? I remember you sent me a picture of them.
It's at least my big toe, anyway. The big toe is ugly.
Was it always like that, or like you just jacked it up like by hitting it with a hammer?
No, I think it runs in the family. I get it from my mom.
She has ugly toes?
Yeah. Grampy. Mom got it.
Wait, you cut out. Say again. Hold on, you cut out. Say that again.
I said I got it from Grampy. Mom got it from Grampy, and I got it from Mom.
Grampy has ugly feet?
Grip your head up with you, yeah. Well, it's his toes, his big toe. But you gonna let me brush your hair?
Brush my hair?
Brush your hair.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I love brushing long hair.
What if I get my hair cut off?
You ain't got your hair this many freaking years. The hell makes you think you're gonna start now?
Look at what Kate Hudson did.
Huh?
Look at what Kate Hudson did.
I haven't seen Kate Hudson. I don't pay attention to TV.
Okay, well, you know how she looks?
Yeah.
Okay, she got the Ellen DeGeneres haircut.
Well, maybe she's turned gay. I've always loved brushing long hair. I think it's cute.
Glad to know women with long hair exist for men to enjoy it. Do you brush long underarm and pube hair?
No. No, shave that shit off.
Because you know some women, they like to grow out there so that they can cornrow them and braid them.
Well, a lot of English women, they grow out their underarm hair. Do you know that? Huh?
Say it again?
I said English women, they grow out their underarm hair.
I have no clue what English women do.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Have you seen it?
Have I seen it? I've never run across one English woman that has done it before, but have I been with an English woman before? Yeah, but she was pretty and she kept herself neat.
When was this?
And that was back when I was 20. That was back in Paula days.
And I know you had a bunch of one-night stands.
Yeah, that I kind of wanted. Well, her name was Debbie, and I wanted her too, but I had feelings for Paula. I had a one-night stand with Debbie.
You know what's crazy is you probably have kids running around.
It's possible.
Well, they're adults now.
It's possible. I'd be upset if I knew about it.
It's something that, someone who's had one-night stands would expect. Not expect, would happen sometimes with someone who's had a lot of them, is it would happen. Like, if you did, how old would they be?
I don't know. Depends on who it was, when it was. I know I'd be upset.
What years were you having one-night stands?
Huh?
What years were you having one-night stands?
Oh, from the age of 20 up to the age of 36.
What? 20 to 36 you were having one-night stands?
Right up to the age of 37.
You probably slept with over 100 women.
No.
It's been at least 50.
Nope.
20?
A lot of one-night stands I had were with the same women.
Well, that's not a one-night stand.
No, they're not relationships because they're just one-night stands. It's just I'd wind up sleeping with the same women a few times over. But I don't do that anymore, so
No, I mean, I'm just thinking, like, how is it only, like, what did we say it was about 20 women? How is it only 20 women if you were doing that for, like, 16 years?
Because I slept with them more than one time.
No, a one-night stand. Do you know what a one-night stand is?
Yeah, one night stand is one night. One night and that's it. Done. Well, and then you sleep with them one more night, then done.
That's not a one-night stand.
Yes, it is, because you sleep with them one night. It doesn't mean you have a relationship with them.
No, a one-night stand is someone you don't know, you screw them, and then that's it. And you never see them again.
Well, I had a lot of one-night stands with some of the same women. There was no relationship involved. It's just one-night stands.
Were any of them married?
Nope.
Do you even know any of their names?
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys took the chance to get to know each other's names.
I'm going pee. You want to hold it for me?
Sure.
Gee, ease up on the enthusiasm there.
Do you think you have any kids by Debbie?
No.
How do you know?
Because I'm quite positive I didn't. Debbie was that person that would have told me. I did know Debbie. It's not like I had a one-night stand with women that I didn't know. I did know these women.
But if you knew them, they're not really one-night stands.
Well, they were, all right, they were friends sleeping with friends. We'll put it that way.
This is crazy because... No, I shouldn't tell you this.
Yeah, you should.
Oh.
Yeah, you should tell me because you should be honest with me about everything.
Well, it's not anything about being dishonest, but it's like too much information kind of thing.
Well, you got to tell me. Roscoe, move. Oh, Sadie Haas. Roscoe, you got to move. Sadie Haas. Little misattitude. Oh.
I'm just thinking, like, I don't know if I should tell you this, because, like, I don't want you to worry or anything.
Yes, you should. You should be honest with me about everything.
No, because with the one-night stands, you made me think. And, like, one of my friends who's... I wouldn't really call him a friend. He's a friendly... I don't know. Say it again?
Please hold.
Yeah, you cut out.
I said, friendly fella.
Well, he's okay. He's in his early 50s, and about 2 years ago, he got a letter that basically said, and this is a man who is married, he's got his stuff together. He got a letter that basically said that he is a father. for 30-year-old. He's in his early 50s. He had a one-night stand in college.
Yeah, well, it happens. Yep. There's nothing that I could do about it. If it happens, there's nothing that I could do about it. I'd just be really upset because I've never been part of the kid's life growing up. And that was the thing. But the women that I did sleep with, I'm quite positive they would have told me. I did have much food. They would have. At least I think I had that much friendship with them that they would have told me. I hope. Okay, so what if that did happen? And we're together. How would you feel about it?
I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
But what did you would you feel about it?
I might be shocked, but maybe happy for you that, you had this opportunity.
Okay, and what about you? Would you be happy for you?
I wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
Well, I wouldn't be able to do anything about it either. But if we were together, I'd have to take your feelings into consideration too on how to the whole thing. How would you feel about it?
I'd be happy for you.
Okay, but what about for you?
I mean, I'd be happy to meet the person.
Okay, but how would you feel?
I feel great.
You wouldn't have a problem with it?
No.
Okay. I don't think it's going to happen. I would hope I would have heard something if it did, but if it did happen, I would be upset. I would really be upset. And I would actually be quite hurt over it.
Well, don't worry about it until it happens or unless it happens.
You can still have kids, right?
What?
You can still have kids, right?
Why wouldn't I be able to have kids?
Huh?
I said, why wouldn't I be able to have kids?
I just know, well, some women have endometriosis.
You're asking me if I have endometriosis?
What I'm saying is, you remember I told you about Amanda James?
Yes.
She had endometriosis.
Oh.
She had already had a kid, but then after she had that kid, she had endometriosis. She couldn't have any more. Which I knew that from the beginning. That was one of the things that she was honest with me about from the beginning.
Well, it's past my bedtime. I'm going to hop off of here. I'm getting sleepy.
I'm already in bed.
Yeah, and I'm getting sleepy, but we can reconnect tomorrow, okay?
All right, but Answer me this question.
What?
Answer me this question.
All right, and then I'm going to bed. But what's the question?
When can you come up and see me?
Lorne, please, can I go to bed?
Yeah, you must really think about when you can come up and see me, because this can't wait.
We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
It's waited long enough.
All right, so let's talk tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Go to bed.
All right.